Guys, welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I would pack my diaper bag for my 7-month-old baby if I'm traveling on a flight. So tomorrow we're taking a flight with my baby. He's about 7 months of age. This is definitely not his first flight, and this is not our first child. So we've traveled extensively with both of our children, and had some great trips, but also made a lot of mistakes when it came to packing for our journey, for our travel, and especially for our flights and the journeys there. But over the last 5 years, we sort of figured out what are the things that work for us and what are the things that you actually need in your diaper bag when you travel and you fly with your baby. And so I thought it might be cool to be able to share that with you. I'm not sure how interesting this would be for you. I hope it is interesting and also useful. I just really like seeing these kind of videos to see, get ideas on what people usually pack for their kids when they're traveling. And so I thought I would share that with you. I hope you like it. So before we get started, I wanted to just say that this is what works for us, and it might not work for everybody else. Secondly, you probably know that we are a cloth diapering family, so we use cloth diapers for our baby, and we try to use it as much as possible, even while traveling. So if you're traveling somewhere where we're going to be staying in an Airbnb, where we have access to a laundry machine, or if we are traveling to friends and family's house who have washing machines as well and will let us use them for our baby's diapers, we would actually carry cloth diapers with us. And also, if you're traveling by car, we would carry cloth diapers. But since I'm flying this time and we are going to be living in a hotel, we are going to be using disposable diapers and wipes, um, not just for the journey but at the holiday as well. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing is, I wanted to talk about two tips before we get started on what's in my diaper bag. So one is using a backpack as a diaper bag. So this one is actually a backpack from Skip Hop, and it's actually a diaper bag that's a backpack that's meant to be a diaper bag, or like a diaper bag that is a backpack. And with my first baby, I didn't actually have a diaper backpack, and that was a huge mistake, especially while traveling. It's so much easier to have a backpack. So basically, the way it works is this goes on my back. I wear the baby in the front, in the Ergo baby carrier, and my hands are free to carry suitcases, push trolleys, um, go to restrooms. I don't have to be carrying a diaper bag on my shoulder. So I would highly recommend, if you're traveling with your baby, get yourself a backpack. Ideally, a special backpack for diapers, a diaper backpack. But you don't have to actually invest in one. You could use a regular backpack and just fill it with whatever you need for your baby. The reason I do recommend, though, uh, backpacks specially designed for babies, is that they tend to be, if you can see, shorter and broader as opposed to regular backpacks that are like really long. And so you're really fishing for things at the bottom of the backpack, and it gets really difficult because you have to pull stuff out to get to the bottom of the backpack. So that kind of gets really inconvenient. So these diaper bags are designed so that you don't have to do that. And secondly, they come out with lots of pockets, so lots of little pockets to add all of the things that you need for your baby, so that you can have everything organized. But you can just as well use a regular diaper bag. And the second tip that I have is to use lots of little bags inside the diaper bag, and I'll show you how I pack it so that it's just easier to get everything in there. So earlier, when I used to pack my diaper bags, especially during a flight, I would just stuff like a bunch of things in there, and it would take me forever to like find what I was looking for, especially when you're in a pinch, when you're like contorting your body under seats to find your bag, and then you're looking for something. It's just really difficult. So now the way I pack it is I pack little bags inside the diaper bag, so I know exactly where everything is. So with that, let's get started. So this is a Skip Hop diaper bag, as I mentioned already. I use it regularly, not just for traveling as well. It's, I'm not the happiest with it, but it does the job, so I'm okay with that. So the first thing I have, obviously, that I mentioned is a diapers and wipes. So what I do is I add a packet of wipes and some diapers in a pouch. So when it's time to change the baby, I just pull this pouch out, pull the changing mat out, and I can just walk into the restroom and change the baby. Though the number of diapers the formula that I use for the number of diapers is how long I'm going to be traveling. So let's say I'm going to be traveling for 5 hours, so I will carry 5 diapers plus one, so I'll be carrying 6 diapers. So my flight and car journey and everything is going to be about 4 hours, so I'm carrying 5 diapers in here just in case. I know it might seem excessive, but I just want to be on the safe side. So 5 diapers in there, and then a bag of wipes. So that's my diaper clutch. And then this diaper bag comes with its own like changing mat, and it's padded. So I highly recommend that you always have a changing mat with you, even when you're not traveling. If you're just going out to a restaurant, just because the changing stations that are in public restrooms are really dirty. I don't know when was the last time they were cleaned. So I like to have my own cushioned changing mat that is easy to clean. So I open the changing table, put on the changing mat, put the baby on top, um, take the baby out, wipe everything clean, and that's why I always have a changing mat with me. So that's one. And then in this pocket I have like some travel documents. I'm not gonna get into that. Then the next thing I have is a little baggie that is filled with extra clothing. So this has got an extra onesie, a top, a bottom, some socks, and a wool cap, just in case he gets dirty, or he needs something warmer than what he's already wearing. So this is what I use to pack that. So again, small bags so that I know exactly what to get when I am fishing for something. Then I have this little bag which is filled with food. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. My baby's 7 months, and even though we are following the baby-led weaning technique, so basically you give the baby whatever you're eating. We don't do special purees and things like that for the baby. But because I'm traveling and I'm going to be living in a hotel and I don't have access to a kitchen, I really don't know what goes into the food that we will be ordering. And because my baby's so small, if he was about 10 months old or older, I wouldn't bother about it and just serve him the restaurant food or the hotel food. But because he's so small and just starting with solids, I decided to carry some like packaged baby food. This is the first and probably last time that I would ever carry this kind of food pouches, just because I don't really know what access to food I'm going to have. This is from Hapa Organics, and I bought a bunch of these pouches. I have some in my suitcase and some for the journey, and this is quite expensive and quite wasteful as well, but it's convenient. It is all natural, so there are no additives or preservatives in these food pouches, and so I'm going to use this for this trip. But I'm probably not going to be reordering these, just because I make my own food for the baby, and I just think that this is just too much plastic here to make me feel comfortable about these. But I have them for now, and they are convenient. I'm not going to lie. Having these with you wherever you go is definitely convenient, especially when you're traveling. So I have these, and then I have some bibs that I'm going to be carrying for the baby, and then I'm going to be carrying special spoons. So we have these Munchkin brand spoons. They're available on Amazon. By the way, everything that I have here, I'll try to link down below. So this is the Munchkin brand spoons that we're using. It's really convenient. So I have like 3 or 4 of these, and he can actually use this, and he's actually learned to use these and kind of put them in his mouth. So it's really great. So this pouch has got all food related stuff. And this will obviously change depending on how old your baby is. If your baby is below 6 months of age, you probably don't need to carry any food at all. If your baby is older, you probably need to carry some teething snacks or some fruit or any other snacks that your baby likes. But I do like to carry some food with me when I'm traveling for my kids. Um, then the one thing that I cannot travel without is this nursing cover, come baby blanket, come car seat cover. It's like the stretchy fabric, and it sort of like goes around your neck like this, and it can be converted into a nursing cover, it can be converted into a car seat cover, a high chair cover, a blanket, for if the baby is ever feeling cold. And I don't really use this as a nursing cover unless I want to stop. I want the baby to focus on nursing and not look at the lights and sounds around, which is going to happen a lot when you're traveling. So this is really handy to have. It's a really soft material. You just like throw it in your bag and it's good to go. I will link this down below and highly recommend every mom should have this for their babies. It's such a multi-use product. Then in these little pockets, I don't know if you can see, but there are some little pockets in there, and I have some teething toys. We have some, all of these teething toys because he's really into those right now, just to keep him entertained if you're like waiting in long queues and things like that. And then we have, and then this bag has got some pockets on the sides, and my water bottle is going to go into this one, and then this one's got just a regular cotton cap for him because we are going to a sunny place. And then there are some pockets in the front as well, and in that I have some more teething toys. I have a plastic bag. Now this is something that I highly recommend you always should have in your diaper bag. If your baby throws up or your kid throws up, you need to throw away some dirty nappies and there's no proper dustbin around. It's such a multi-purpose, so you can just like stuff your dirty nappies in there and then reach your destination and throw it in an appropriate garbage bin. So highly recommend you have one plastic bag with you. And then I carry this first aid kit with me. Now obviously with babies you don't really need it, but I also have an older child, so I am carrying a safety first aid kit for her as well. And then I have this goodnight roll-on for warding away mosquitoes. I never go anywhere without this, especially in the monsoons here in India. I have a pen in there, and then I have some other miscellaneous mom stuff, so wallet, what do you call this, hand sanitizer, and some other lipstick, and some other identification stuff. So I know this is a pretty long video, but there is a when you're traveling with babies, it can be really easy to do. You get better at it, but if you're really prepared and you have your diaper bag packed really well, then just gets so much easier to travel with them, and so much more enjoyable for everybody in the family as well. So I hope you like this video, and if you did, do give it a thumbs up. Resources for everything in here are linked down below, and if you would like to see more content like this, do subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.